Please help me welcome a woman of many talents, Erica.
The renewable energy revolution is coming. Consumers are demanding it. CEOs are signing up for climate goals they don't know how to meet. And as a result, the solar industry is booming. It's growing exponentially. And those same CEOs often max out their entire roof capacity with solar. And then they realize that they still can't produce their building's entire energy demand. Also, their peak demand is often in the evening when the sun doesn't shine. So they're stuck. But here's the secret. There's a valuable, untapped resource: the edges of roofs. Solar typically isn't installed there, so they're often neglected. But not by us at Accelerate Wind. One day, when I was studying in the Netherlands on a Fulbright scholarship, I was trying to figure out what I could do to impact the world to make it more sustainable. And I was taking a break at a festival, sitting on a terrace, staring at buildings, and the thought popped into my head of, hey, I wonder, do wind speeds actually increase at the edges of roofs? And if so, is that something that we can use to produce meaningful power? So that night, I went home and I broke out the Excel spreadsheets, did the math, and realized that, yeah, there's actually really significant power right at the edges of roofs. We can produce 3 times more power at the edge of the roof compared to other parts of the roof. I'm Erica Boeing, founder and CEO of Accelerate Wind, and I'm here today to tell you that 3 years later, we've taken that seed of idea and developed an affordable wind turbine for commercial buildings. We have an amazing team that's made this possible. We have mechanical engineers, data scientists, and partners who are experts in wind energy at Argonne National Lab, National Renewable Energy Lab, and Rochester Institute of Technology. Working alongside these scientists at Argonne National Lab, we've developed a technology that lets us take advantage of this faster wind speed at the edge of the roof and do something that's important. You can see here, the wind tends to speed up kind of far above the roof. But with our patent-pending airfoil technology, we're able to draw that faster wind speed down to the edge of the roof and capture it in a way that's affordable and also that just looks awesome. You guys, this is super cool. This is the Techstars building, where we've all been building our companies for the last 13 weeks. Can you imagine if we walked in and saw this every day, knowing that we were making a sustainable impact and able to change the world? I'm really excited to develop this. The other amazing thing about what we're doing is that most small wind turbines haven't been able to pay themselves back within their lifetimes. But using these airfoils at the edge of the roof, we're able to create a system that can pay itself back in 4 to 6 years, which is the same payback time that's let solar hit that exponential growth curve. We've developed this with $2 million in funding, largely from the National Science Foundation and US Department of Energy, and we still own all the IP. We've proven out this core IP with a prototype we've had running on the roof at Argonne National Lab for the last 1.5 years. And then we've learned from that development, developed the latest and greatest version of our technology that we're installing as paid pilots today. And today we're excited to announce that we're planning a pilot with Alabama Power to bring this technology right here to Alabama. Over the next few years, we plan to install several pilots as we prepare for certification and then eventual scale-up. Now, you might be wondering why there's a solar panel right above scale-up, and that's the last important thing that I have to tell you today. One of the coolest things about what we're doing is that solar has already established the market. There are 2,500 miles of unused roof edge space alongside existing solar installs. Implementing our technology just alongside those solar panels, we're able to produce enough power to power Disney World. We're actually able to produce enough power to power Disney World 83 times. And that's just alongside existing solar today. That doesn't include new solar. That doesn't include buildings where wind will actually make more sense than solar. So this is a huge market. And we've designed this strategically. We've designed it in a way that it's easy to manufacture with a robust supply chain that uses commercial off-the-shelf components, and easy for solar installers to install with labor that they'll already have on site. This is really important because many small wind turbines have struggled with reducing their soft costs for things like customer acquisition, installation, permitting, and financing. Solar installers are already great at this. They've spent a decade figuring out how to do this across the US. So by working with these solar installers to install both solar and wind at the same time on commercial buildings, we're able to instantly lower our costs. This also creates a $2.6 billion add-on market in the US and a $30 billion global market. And we've been working with these solar installers since day one. They're lined up and ready when we're ready to install the technology because they realize that by installing our wind turbines alongside their solar panels, they can increase their average deal size by 25% and sometimes even double it. I've been working on renewable energy technology for the last 10 years, and I know that we have a powerful solution that can bring low-cost wind energy to the built environment. And I'm excited to develop it with all of you. Thank you.